On the 7th of February, Jimmy Murphy and the families were flown out to Germany.
Jimmy asked us twice to go back to the hospital. Jimmy Murphy asked Bill and myself to get back so that people would see us and not realise how bad it was. And we followed Professor Moore around the beds to everybody, including Duncan, Albert, everybody concerned. And he gave to Jimmy his opinion, like 50-50, strong boy. The boss, Matt Busby, strong man, 50-50. And sadly, Duncan, strong boy, 50-50. Johnny Berry, his words were, I know what his words were, I'm not God.
I remember vividly, on the left was the pilot, as well as dear wife sat with him, unconscious. Across from him was Matt in oxygen tent. So I went across there, lifted up the flap of this tent effort, and he just turned his head and he said, "Oh, it's you, Jimmy." And he said, "Keep the flag flying." You know?
I used to climb the stairs to get away from everybody, and I'm climbing up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories, and I got to the corner and I heard this crying, and looked round the corner. I don't even like saying it now. And Jimmy Murphy was sitting there, crying his eyes out.
The bodies were flown back to Manchester. The city that had cheered on the young heroes now wept as they returned.
I have never, ever experienced anything like it in my life, then or since. There must have been 100,000 people, half of them on the knees, pouring down with rain. It was unbelievable.
The coffins came back from the crash, and we helped to carry them and put them in the old gymnasium at the side, and they were in the gymnasium at the side, and we were training sort of 50 yards away from that. You know, it was a very, very strange experience.
Harry Gregg and Bill Folkes returned to Manchester by ferry and train with Jimmy Murphy. The three of them would play a vital role in the immediate future of the club. 21 people had been killed, with several more critically and seriously injured. One of these, Matt Busby, had doubts over his future in football.
I remember my first reaction was never to have anything to do with football again. And this was my mind and my mind. And my wife went again, come along one of these days and said, if these boys had to say that it's passed on, they would want you to carry on.
With Busby convalescing, the club would somehow have to find the strength to carry on. It was left in the hands of a man stricken with grief, but determined to salvage its future.